Today on MUFC Pulse, we'll dive into some incredibly intriguing news. Man United set to offload Sancho on a free transfer, and Leeds faced a nightmare before facing the Red Devils. For more on this story, check out the video. We also have some equally exciting football news coming up, so stay tuned until the end to catch it all. Welcome to MUFC Pulse. Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell for more updates. Man United prepared to let Sancho leave for naught. Manchester United have reportedly reached a final decision to let Sancho depart for free during the 2026 summer transfer window. Although the Red Devils hold an option to extend his stay, they have opted against triggering it in a bid to slash the club's eye-watering wage bill. This move has put Dortmund in pole position to secure his signature without coughing up a single penny in transfer fees. Dortmund's managing director of sport, Lars Ricken, has confirmed the outfit is currently weighing up the possibility of bringing Sancho back to Dortmund. The German giants are on the hunt for a top-quality forward who can provide an immediate spark in the final third while remaining financially viable. Dortmund's desire to reunite with Sancho aligns perfectly with the club's strategy for a squad overhaul under Niko Kovac's stewardship. With several senior figures set to move on, the cleared wage room will be funneled into accommodating the return. Despite reported interest from various Italian clubs, Dortmund remain the frontrunners due to the player's deep-rooted history with the side. This reunion is viewed as the ideal result for both parties. Dortmund land a creative linchpin for an absolute snip, while Sancho gets the chance to rediscover his shooting boots at the place he calls home. A massive headache for Leeds ahead of Old Trafford trip. Manchester United are set to host Leeds in the 32nd fixture of the Premier League at Old Trafford on Monday night. This marks the Red Devils' first outing following an extensive hiatus, their last appearance being a draw against Bournemouth back in March. This break is seen as a distinct advantage for United, providing them with ample time to refine their craft. Michael Carrick's outfit also embarked on a 4-day training camp in Dublin, Ireland, in early April. The excursion was designed to offer the squad a change of scenery, fostering camaraderie and sharpening collective focus after the long layoff. The gaffer will be desperate to see his side hit the ground running, as the race for the top four enters the business end of the season. With the engine room looking refreshed and key men returning to full fitness, the Old Trafford faithful are expecting a dominant display in this massive clash. Carrick has worked wonders to bring stability to the club, and many see this fixture as a snip for United given their recent form and the extended period they've had to prepare on the training pitch. Turning to the Leeds camp, ahead of the fierce War of the Roses clash, Daniel Farke addressed the press with some rather grim news for the Elland Road faithful. He confirmed his squad is currently beleaguered by a severe injury crisis following a bruising FA Cup encounter. Key defensive stalwarts Anton Stock and Joe Rodon are ruled out, joined on the sidelines by Daniel James. Farke did not mince his words, admitting that losing such pivotal figures is a massive blow to the team's stability, especially when travelling to the home of their eternal rivals. Anton Stock sustained an injury during Leeds' FA Cup quarter-final triumph over West Ham United last weekend, falling victim to a heavy challenge from Max Kilman just after getting a shot off. There are concerns regarding ligament damage, meaning Stock is likely to miss the remainder of April and is expected back in May. Joe Rodon also suffered ankle ligament damage during that same match against the Hammers. Farke stated that Rodon will almost certainly be unavailable for the rest of the month, with a return predicted for May. Meanwhile, Daniel James is confirmed to miss a reunion with his former club due to an adductor muscle injury. Reports suggest he picked up the knock during a training session immediately preceding the West Ham Cup tie. Consequently, he is expected to be out for several weeks, likely returning in late April 2026. Furthermore, 3 players remain doubtful. The first is Noah Okafor. The Swiss forward picked up a back injury against West Ham and is currently rated as questionable. While not at 100%, the medical staff are monitoring him closely right up until kick-off at Old Trafford. Then there is Jacob Iol, the Slovenian defender nursing a minor knock that has kept him out of team training all week. Farke described him as a question mark, confirming he has yet to return to full training with the first-team squad. Finally, Gabriel Gudmundsson. The Swedish defender is battling a groin issue sustained on international duty. He has already missed Leeds' last 2 outings against Brentford and West Ham in the FA Cup. Despite the personnel crisis, Farke is striving to maintain optimism and a resilient mentality within the group. He emphasized that this is a momentum-building moment for the fringe players to prove their mettle on the big stage. Regarding the opposition, Farke was full of praise for the stability Michael Carrick has instilled at Manchester United, while warning his men they must be clinical and efficient, as chances at Old Trafford will be few and far between. Although Leeds are currently languishing in the lower reaches of the table and facing the side sitting third, Farke insisted that their fighting spirit and the backing of the supporters will be the lifeblood of their performance. Farke concluded by expressing hope that the likes of Noah Okafor and Xhaka Bihal might recover in time for Monday's kickoff. He promised that regardless of the starting 11, Leeds will stay true to their identity, playing with bravery and refusing to be overawed by the pressure in Manchester. His primary focus remains on ensuring a disciplined defensive shape to nullify United's individual brilliance, while hunting for a result to climb the Premier League table. Man United keeping tabs on bargain defender as contract runs down. Manchester United are reportedly drawing up a grand blueprint to bolster their ranks in the upcoming summer transfer window. The Red Devils' primary focus lies in overhauling the engine room, yet the hierarchy is acutely aware that the backline requires a significant refresh to maintain squad depth at the sharp end of the table. Furthermore, the club's leadership is keen to ensure that any new arrivals possess the requisite mettle to thrive under the relentless spotlight of Old Trafford. The recruitment of a left-footed centre-half has emerged as a top priority for the gaffer. Given that Lisandro Martinez has been repeatedly sidelined by nagging injury woes, United feel they cannot navigate the coming campaign without a like-for-like deputy who can step into the breach. While a youngster like Aiden Heaven has shown flashes of brilliance, the club remains adamant about securing a seasoned professional to shore up the ranks. The search is on for a battle-hardened defender who can handle the physical rigors of a grueling Premier League schedule without breaking a sweat. United's transfer radar has now locked onto Bournemouth standout performer, Marcos Senesi. The Argentine international is viewed as an ideal candidate, particularly as his terms with the Cherries are set to expire at the back end of June. Set to become a free agent, Senesi is a proper snip and has become a highly sought-after commodity for the top-flight heavyweights. Securing a player of his caliber without shelling out a hefty transfer fee would represent a massive coup for the club's recruitment department. Reports suggest that Senesi's representatives have already been in close dialogue with the powers that be at Manchester United. However, it won't be plain sailing for the Red Devils, as both Chelsea and Tottenham Hotspur are also sniffing around the 28-year-old. This three-way tussle is expected to reach a fever pitch shortly as the player mulls over his next destination. The race for his signature is heating up, with each club desperate to pitch the most compelling vision for his future in England. Statistically speaking, Senesi has been a rock at the back for Bournemouth throughout this term. He has averaged 5 dual wins and 2 crunching tackles per outing, proving himself a formidable obstacle for any striker. His presence in the heart of the defense offers a real sense of security, highlighted by an impressive 7 clearances and 4 recoveries per game. These numbers underscore his reputation as a no-nonsense defender who thrives when the pressure is truly on. While his passing accuracy sits at 78%, perhaps not the loftiest figure for a modern ball-playing defender, his defensive prowess is widely considered to outweigh any minor flaws in possession. His experience in the Premier League ensures he is a plug-and-play option who wouldn't require a lengthy bedding-in period if he were to make the switch to Manchester. In a league where errors are punished ruthlessly, having a defender who is already acclimatized to the pace and power of the English game is an invaluable asset. European football is widely tipped to be the deciding factor in where Senesi eventually lands his boots. Manchester United hold a significant trump card in this department compared to their rivals in the hunt. Testing himself in the Champions League is a massive draw for a player currently in the peak years of his career. The allure of those famous European nights under the lights is something that very few professionals could ever turn down. At present, Tottenham Hotspur are nailed on to miss out on continental football entirely next season, while Chelsea are facing an uphill battle to bridge a 4-point gap to the top 4. This leaves the 2 London outfits in a bit of a spot, with their bargaining power somewhat diminished in the eyes of the Argentine. Without the carrot of elite European competition to dangle, both Spurs and the Blues may find themselves lagging behind in the negotiations. Conversely, Manchester United sit comfortably in third place with a 7-point cushion over Chelsea and 7 fixtures left on the slate. With a Champions League berth virtually in the bag, United are in the driving seat to win the scrap for Marcos Senesi and secure his signature on a free. The board is confident that the prospect of joining a club on an upward trajectory will be enough to seal the deal before the summer arrives. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let us know in the comment your opinion.